Hello traders, this is Dan from AITG. Here we are on our Wednesday webinar, and I want to welcome everybody that's here this evening. And before we get started, I will read through our 60-second disclaimer and get that out of the way. Number one, we are not licensed financial advisors or broker dealers. We do not tell you when or what to buy or sell. We develop trading software which allows you to conveniently manage multiple trades simultaneously, both on an individual pair basis as well as on an overall account equity basis. Our trading systems allow you to set the criteria you want for entering and exiting trades. Number two, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Number three, we do not guarantee consistent PIPs or that anyone can make money with no effort, and we are not selling the Holy Grail. Number four, every system can have winning and losing streaks. Number five, money management plays a large role in the results of your trading. For example, lot size, account size, broker leverage, and broker margin call rules all have an effect on results. Also, your take profit and stop loss settings for individual pairs and for overall account equity have a major impact on results. If you are new to trading and do not understand these items, then we recommend you go to babypips.com and study there for a while and then come back to us. Okay. Before we get into looking at the dashboard here, which you see on the screen, that's our famous dashboard. I want to give you a little bit of housekeeping information in regard to our schedule. You know, we are in a promotional period right now, and so consequently we've been having free webinars on Monday and Wednesday. Now the Wednesday webinars, this will be the last one, and of course the Monday webinars will continue, and the Monday webinars are a subscription. They're a subscription of $19 a month. And so they will begin, the paid subscription will begin on June 4th, this coming June 4th. So between now and June 4th, the Monday webinars will continue to be free. But after that point, if you want to participate, and we hope you do, it's well worth it. If you want to participate in the Monday webinars, and Wednesday, you have to purchase a subscription. Now, when you purchase that subscription, not only you get the webinar that's on Mondays, you'll also be eligible for free tutoring. If you need to make an appointment with Roger for free tutoring for any one-on-one issues you have, that can be done. That's a part of your subscription. And so I want to get that out of the way. And while I'm doing housekeeping, I'm looking at our list. If you can hear me speaking, would you raise your hand? Like, click a hand raise. I see Fabio raised his hand. Trish, Steve. How about Michael B? Okay, I'm going to assume that you are hearing me. And while I'm on that subject, one thing you want to do, if you don't already, you ought to have a microphone. And it helps if you have headsets. Headsets and a microphone are quite comfortable. Of course, you can use a speaker laying on your desk if you want to, but we always encourage people to have a microphone and a headset because we do like to be interactive. We're going to give you opportunity to, we'll open your microphones. You can ask your questions live. We can talk back and forth verbally. We can even have you show us your screen and ask some questions. So we encourage interactive activity. So if you want to participate in that, it's a good idea to have microphone and headsets. And Gene even mentioned to me one time, some people are trying to watch this on too small of a monitor. Make sure you have a decent monitor or a laptop that's not a little teeny tiny laptop, so that you have proper equipment to be able to fully engage in the webinar. Okay, I see that Richard is not here. And by the way, if you have any questions while I'm talking, hit that question mark, type in your question. It'll come up on the screen. One of our members will read it. We'll get it taken care of. Okay.
Richard has not showed up yet, Dan, but
Yeah,
I do
okay.
believe Trish had some needed some assistance.
Yeah, Trace, did you have something you wanted to bring up? Can you you need to type something, or if you have a microphone, I'll open up your microphone. There's your question mark.
All right.
Yes, please.
Trish, we got your mic open. Oh, no mic.
Oh, she's no mic. Okay, you can go ahead and type a question, and we'll take a look at it. While she's typing, I remember Richard's question, so I'll just real briefly. He was wondering why he couldn't make a trade, couldn't get the dashboard to take a trade, and we discovered he didn't have any buttons turned on. You got to turn on these buttons so they're blue. You got to have a timer turned on, either from that red button up there or from inside the inputs of the dashboard.
Yep.
So you have to have a trading system button turned on, so your trading system will be active. If you're using a heat map, you got to get the heat map in the right mode down here. So there's 3 or 4 things you got to make sure you do before the dashboard will be authorized to trade for you.
All right. Hey, Trish, okay. Are you comfortable? Trish, her dashboard. Oh, are you done, Dan? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just looking over her question. Go ahead. It says, my dashboard is loaded, but doesn't look right, bunched into each other. What size of a screen do you have, Trish? Are you looking, you have a laptop computer, or do you have a monitor?
Very big 55-inch TV. All right, hey, Trish, can we give you the screen, and can you give us a give us a look at what you're looking at there, so we can we got Gene here. Okay, good. Let's I'll go ahead and give Trish the screen, Dan.
Okay, go ahead.
Screen now, Trish, and when we do, you'll get a oh, let's see here, make presenter. We'll get a little white box that pops up, and just click OK, and then where it says, there we go. Awesome.
There, okay. I see your screen. That's your, so we're looking at your 55-inch TV right now. I see where, yeah, it's like it's not going far enough left or right.
Gene, is that a resolution fixed, Gene, on her?
What kind of TV is it? Is it an HD or 4K or what?
Okay, let's see. Is it a real old TV, or is it a more newer TV?
I know MT4 is having a lot of trouble right now with 4K TVs.
Oh, okay, it's having trouble with 4K TVs.
Yeah, or 4K resolution monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tricia, have you tried? I used to trade on a big TV, a 42-inch, and I remember I had to mess around with the resolution. And, you know, it never did look perfect, but I finally messed around with it until I got to, I can't remember what the resolution setting was, but I finally got it to where it was okay. Since then, I've gone away from that big TV and gone with 6 smaller 24-inch monitors. But have you tried messing with the resolution?
I don't see her giving a response yet. Or do you have any other kind of monitor or screen available to you? It looks like she's moving the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Does your TV allow you the option of selecting different resolutions?
Yeah, some TVs do, and also she can go into her computer resolution and mess with the resolution on the computer.
You right-click on the desktop and select like screen resolution. If we can see what the resolution is presently set at.
Yeah, can you try that, Trish? Right-click. And then go to what? Display settings. Is that what she wants, Gene?
Yep.
Yeah, click that. Well, let's see.
There you
Change
go.
the size. There's 1920. There it is.
That's.
What do you want her to try there, Gene?
Well, which depends on which monitor that is. Which one's it?
Oh, is that for the, I suppose?
See, she had showing two monitors up there. It looked like they were both different sizes.
Yeah, you have two monitors, one on the computer and then the TV. Is that how you're set up? So we need trying to find out if the resolutions that we're looking at there is for which monitor. It just says display. And scale and layout.
When she first brought it up there was two monitors up at the top.
Can you go back one screen?
Well, then she's also got it set at 150% there too, which could be screwing it up.
Want to try that to 100?
Go back down to 100.
Take that to 100. We'll try that.
Okay. Okay, it shrunk your picture.
Now you got it all.
Yeah, well, no, it's still over.
Yeah, it is. Oh, 125 or I don't know.
Yeah, that's just shrinking the fit on how it fits on the available imagery of.
That's right. It's keeping the same amount of overlap on the data.
Right. So okay, so that means it's not the TV then. You got to go into your computer hard drive.
No, I got to still see those two monitors back on there so I can see what the difference is between the two. Start over again from the beginning. Close that out and then right-click and go to displays again. See if it'll come up with those two again. Okay, there's two. See, there are different resolutions on each one.
One is the big one. Is that presumably the larger screen?
Well, you can click on identify and a number will pop up on the screen and tell you which one you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're looking at number one.
Yep.
Okay, that's probably the one we were looking at a minute ago. Click on number 2, see if we can see what the settings are on that one.
100%. And 16.
Number 2 is probably coming up on your computer screen, right, Trish?
Yeah, see that one's 1600 by 900. That's probably, was she on a laptop maybe? See if you can change that one, Trish, there, that resolution down there on that one. See if you can change that to the 1920 by, if it'll let you. And it won't go that high. Okay, leave that one alone then. Go back to the other one. Click on number 1. Change that one to the size of that other one. See if that'll help. No. There you go. What was it? 16 by 9, was it?
Yeah, 16 by 9. Yep.
Try that. See, match them once. See if that'll help.
Yeah, keep changes. Oh, let's see.
Nope.
No.
Looks like I made it work. What size is is the screen on your actual computer, Trace? Is it a small laptop or something?
Well, it's 16 by 9.
Yeah.
Well, ask her to maximize that screen right there on the MT board. It's crunched
Yeah,
up. That's
go and hit the rectangle up in the top right-hand corner there, Trish, by the X. That square. Take it back to full screen. Top right there. Yeah, this right there.
All right.
Try your zoom up there again now, back to 150, see if it does anything that you changed.
The top right hand looks like a little magnifying glass.
No, top middle of the screen.
Okay, top middle zoom.
Yeah, zoom, try.
Further up.
No, not that one.
No.
Way
The
up at the
zoom
top.
up there above. In between webcam and screenshot.
Above the purple stripe. Above the purple stripe.
Yeah, right there, zoom.
Up.
Yeah, zoom up. Hit that plus once there, see if it'll.
It's not letting her put the cursor up there for some reason.
That's.
There was shit in there.
What happens when you drag it back down to the laptop monitor? Your MT4, if you take and drag it back to your other monitor, does it look any better?
I joined the late. Oh. Hey, John, no, tonight is not just technical issues. We're trying to help out a fellow trader here, and hopefully within the next couple of minutes we'll continue on with the webinar. Yeah, if we don't figure this out here in a few minutes, guys, Trish will have to just schedule a special one-on-one with you later on and see if we get this figured out.
Yeah, we're trying to wonder if how it looks on just on the laptop or on the computer itself without going to the big screen.
Yeah, there you go. Drag it on the computer.
I got mine hooked up to a 55-inch Samsung HD TV here for my fourth monitor, and it works just fine. But mine are all set at 1920 by, what was it, 1280 or 1080, I forget.
So can you read it on your computer monitor, Trish?
Can she select a different monitor there, Roger? She have a choice go to webinar?
I think she slid it over.
Yeah, she slid it over. Yeah, she has to go to her displays and.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I just wonder if we could see it here. If she could.
Hey, Trish, on your little control panel there for the webinar, it says show my screen. Well, toggle that open and click on the other screen there. On the other. It's hard to explain when you can't see what she's looking at, you know. There we go. There. Oh, okay. So now we're looking at her laptop. Same thing. This is your laptop, correct?
It must be.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to move on for now.
You think it might be something in the coding, Gene?
No, I have to do the coding.
All right. Hey, Trish, would you send us an email and let us know what's a good time for you for us to open up a personal one-on-one, and we'll do that for you and try to get this resolved. Okay, Trish? Yeah, we'll let's.
Or we're not, yeah, I don't see a message from her, but Trish, you could email us at info@inteltrade.net.
Yeah, I know you're in Australia, and there's a big time difference, but that's okay. We'll get up in the middle of the night for you. So at your convenience, just let us know what time to schedule and open up a one-on-one private webinar. Okay, can you give us an okay if you hear us, please?
Or can you raise your hand so we can get some signal from you? I don't see her on here at all right now.
No, her name's not on the list.
She's over in the staff.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I see her there. Yeah, yeah. Don't have a hand raised there.
All right. Let me go take the screen. All right, I'm gonna take the screen back, Trish. Dan, are you done? With
yeah, I'm done. I was just you can just keep the screen. I was going to ask people if they had any results they wanted to share.
Oh yeah.
Wherever you want to go from here. But you can keep the screen.
Where are we at?
Some of you here are customers. Have you got some results you might want to show any screenshots of, or have any questions about your trading so far?
If you have a mic and you'd like to talk, raise your hand and I'll turn your mics on.
Yeah.
All right, I guess. All right. Well, where is
I see a white square on my screen right now.
I know. I'm trying to.
Okay.
All right. Being 1 minute here, and we're gonna go to 8:26. All right, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
See my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so John, I guess John's question's done. And all right, hey, Paul just showed up. How you doing, Paul? If you can hear us, Paul, can you give us a hand raise there?
Click the little hand up there.
Your little hand icon. All right. Okay, Dan, keep an eye on the questions, please. We're gonna press on here. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys for your patience there. Just trying to help out a fellow trader there, and we would do this for any of you guys. You know, if you have a technical issue with not understanding the setup, questions about some of the stuff in the videos that we cover, you know, we're here for you and willing to stop the world. And if we can't fix it within a few minutes during a webinar, we'll like we offered Trish opportunity to do a private one-on-one. So without any further ado, let's go look at some Rinkos here.
Yeah, Fabio just shot a question up here. He says, "Hi guys, where do I get the DMSD TS from?" That trading system should be on our website right now, Fabio.
Yes, sir.
Go to products, and you'll find it there now.
Yep, that with the Rinko breakout is also there, along with the version 2 starter package, which I'm sure all you guys have gotten and got up and running. Yeah, last webinar we went over some Rinkos and on just to show you the functions and how to create the Rinkos very quickly and everything. Tonight I just want to go through some charts and my setup here. I've been posting this on our Forex Factory, and it's a 20 pip Rinko using the Rinko breakout. And I had a starting balance of $3,000 back on the 22nd, which was, I don't know how many trading days ago, 5, 6, maybe 7 8 trading days ago, trading $10 pip. And I am using a $70 lock-in 50 equity lock. I love the equity lock. I love the idea of reaching a plateau and then locking in profit. You know, that's no better feeling. You know, you can safely walk away from your computer and knowing that you've locked in some profit, and you don't have to worry about it. You can sleep peacefully at night. Now what I'm doing here, I'm going at profit. So that means every time I close a basket, it will close and then start looking for new trades. The chart here, like I said, this has been running since the beginning of the week, and I've already reset the chart once so far. And that will probably, I think usually I reset about midweek, and I think I reset it this morning, and then it fills up by Friday. I should be done. And then I shut down my, I don't know about you guys, but I shut down my computers, let them rest over the weekend, and then restart. So when you restart, all your data, your graph and stuff, all that information is gone, and you just have to start fresh on Monday or Sunday night. All right. One thing I think I wasn't doing at the beginning of this is I turned on my take profit, the ADR take profit, and I have it at a factor of 1 right now. You know that if you toggle up here, you can toggle up and increase your ADR. Now this is at 0.1. That's ADR right there. All right. So that's a take profit of your ADR. If you turn on your stop loss, it goes defaults to 0.1, and so now you have a stop loss of ADR. But I'm only using the take profit. I have a thing. I'm not going to share it right now, but if anyone ever wants to know, maybe I'll share it on Forex Factory here soon. But I have a phobia about stop losses, and basically it's like if you put a stop loss on, they will find it. Now, that might sound stupid to some of you guys, but there's some people out there, some very successful traders that have this philosophy, this idea of not using stop losses. They protect themselves in other ways, such as money management. And I prefer to fight my way out of a bad trade versus giving up some property and losing it for good. I'd rather have some really good money management and have a really broad, wide buffer between my lot size and my account sizes, so I can go fight for a trade that went awry. And the other thing that I like is with the basket trading concept, where I'm trading the equity of all 28 pairs or whatever trades that get in out of those 28 pairs, give me the opportunity to, you get 1 or 2 bad ones here, and you get the rest that go green and overcome the drawdown of the negative ones, and then you hit your equity lock, and they all close, the good ones and the bad ones, and you walk away happy because you picked up 50 pips or better. Now this first, so anyway, I've closed 1 basket so far this week on this, and it's closed some individual based on the take profit. I don't know what the first basket total was. Well, I guess I can figure it out here. The max net equity was 121, and was trailing by 20. So yeah, that's about right. So it was about that's the first basket right there, approximately $99, 99 pips. It's not bad. Now, this is not aggressive trading. I can never emphasize this enough, that we're all individuals. We all learn trading from different people, from different avenues, different philosophies. So we're not all the same. We're not robotic. We all have different inputs, and for me, I like to also be conservative. Now, there's some people out there that are aggressive, real aggressive, and they might have 5 or 6 really good aggressive days in a row, but that 6th or 7th day, guess what? They give it back. I like to just nip away at it. I'd rather have 15, 20 days of moderate gains and reduce that give back. So, but at the end of the day, it all what matters is are you green or are you red? So anyway, that's my basic setup. And 20 pip Rinkos again. How many people, show of hands here, how many people have traded Rinkos before? If you have, raise your hand. you don't mind. All right. Paul, okay. So, okay, you can put your hands down. I got one more question. Do you guys, show of hands, do you like Rinkos, Michael or Paul? Okay, good, good. Some people get into Rinkos and they experiment with it. Excuse me, and you know, they don't understand the concept of it or whatever, and they get bit. Rinkos could bite you, and then they run away. They run far away from Rinkos. I've had my struggles with Rinkos trying to learn them over the years, but once I've grasped the concept, and you know, hey, I love them. But again, the big thing about Rinkos, and I'll show you a nice chart here, is Rinkos are based off of time, or I'm sorry, not off of time, but off of pips, or what I like to say, volume. You know, it's like this is a 20-ounce glass of your favorite beverage here. All right, and so each one of these bars here is a 20-ounce glass, and when that glass gets filled, it goes on and starts filling the next glass. All right, so that's my concept. And so what you're looking at here is a lot easier on the eyes. Of course, with of course, the white lines are your day separators, and the 20 pip Rinko, it's slow enough for me. You imagine if we went down to a 5 pip. I think I showed a 5 pip bar the other night. You can see in the videos. And if you guys who have messed with Rinkos, you'll know. You know, the smaller the bar size, the noisier, and of course, the quicker the movement is going to be, the quicker those glasses get filled and move on to the next one. Let's see here. How are we doing on questions, Dan? Got any questions? Dan, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Yeah, no new ones yet.
Okay.
Fabio said he needs to learn about the Rinkos, but he will.
Okay. Hey, you know what? The more tools you can put in your toolbox and for Forex trading, the better off you can be, because you know, anyone who's been trading for a few years, you know that the markets are not consistent. They're the complete opposite. You know, and actually, let me take that back a step, because it used to be they were very volatile, and where we had average volatility of anywhere from 3,600 ADR to 42, 43 ADR. That was an average day a few years back, but now we're looking more into the half of that, you know, 2,000, 2,500 ADR ranges. So when the volatility drops, you know, you got to get creative on finding those pips. You got to look a little bit harder for those pips.
Got a couple of quick questions popped up here, Raj.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Paul asked if you guys are in Wisconsin.
Does it sound like I'm in Wisconsin?
Yeah, Roger's in Wisconsin, but not all of us are in Wisconsin. A couple of them are in Wisconsin.
Paul, where are you at, Paul?
Yeah. Are you in Wisconsin, Paul? He said yay, so maybe he is. He's rooting.
Yeah, I think he's saying it. You know what, Gene's been here longer than I have. I've only been here for about 8-9 years. I'm actually from the East Coast of the United States, Philadelphia.
From Stevens Point.
Okay, well, you know, that's kind of shocking to me, Paul, because you know, I spent 26 years United States Navy and been around the world, and you know, I spent most of my time in Virginia, so I kind of have a mixture of a Yankee and a Southern accent. But now you're telling me I sound like someone from Wisconsin. I guess my voice. What's that?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Cheeseheads. Go Packers! Right up, right, Paul. All right.
Now Fabio asked a question.
Yeah.
He says it may be silly, but which do you prefer, Rinkos, the DeMarks, or the Haas? I know how you're going to answer that. I'll let you run with it.
You don't know, or you know?
I do know. I think I know how you're going to answer it.
Well, I like the Haas. Okay, and I also like the Rinkos. and I do on my live accounts use both, and it depends on the time of the month. Some of you guys have been trading for a long time. You know, if you watch the charts, you know the days of the month. You know the news events. Like this week, Friday is non-farm, probably the most volatile time in the forex market. No matter any other news around the world, there's non-farm payroll is probably the most volatile time of the month, and we're going to see tonight and tomorrow night. We're going to see the ADR or the CDR actually really. I would be surprised to see it hit above 2,000 tonight, tomorrow, especially tomorrow night, because everyone's waiting. They're waiting, and you know, you got some people out there who trade the news, you know, trade those news events, and so there's a lot of non-trading going on. People just waiting for that report to come out, and then of course, you know, when it comes out, things go crazy.
And a lot of what one you might prefer, Fabio, is what style do you like to trade? Do you want quickie trades in and out every day, or do you like to have long-term trades that trade out over days or weeks? So what style you prefer?
Now, if I may, Dan, finish answering my question here, or his question. I kind of go both ways. I like the long-term trading. I like trading the dailies, and that's why I like this 20 pip Rinko. This actually, I sometimes I trade a 40 pip Rinko, which is even slower than a daily, but it's there's no noise there. You can look at it in a second, and you see your trend, and you can see the momentum. Of course, you know, any news event can change that on a moment's notice. Don't get me wrong here. You know, there's no fail safe out there, but you know, for the moment in time that you're looking at, you can see, and so, yep, that's definitely a short. That's definitely a long. And what Gina's done with these breakouts, especially on the Haas, and that's why I like the Haas trading system and the Rinko trading system, because it uses those Haas, or it uses those breakout lines, which are based off of the most current fractals. All right, and which it's actually easier, I think, the Renko. So if I had to choose between the Renko and the Haas, I would pick the Renko, and because you can slow it or speed it up, just by changing the size of your bars. Whereas on a time chart, it's time based, and you guys know that when you switch from a 15-minute to an hour to a 4-hour to a daily, dynamics of the charts dramatically change. And you know, a lot of people who trade patterns, you know, they have their favorite time frames they trade after. And so anyway, I'm rambling on here. So does that answer?
Well, just spinning off of that, the DeMark line, they have breakout lines as well, but if you recall looking at them, they're at a diagonal.
Right.
They're also based off of the
yeah, and that's have you looked at the DeMark lines yet, Fabio? Hey, if anyone has a mic and wants to talk with us, just raise your hand real quick and we'll turn your mic on. We won't make fun of your accent.
Paul raised his hand. Turn on his mic.
Hey, Paul, can you hear us?
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hear you well. Hear you well.
Great, great.
Fabio, do you have a mic? That's okay if you don't. We understand. All right.
I'll be right back. I have to get something.
Sure, sure. All right. So Trisha, does Trisha have a question?
Let's see if she's got a new one. No. Those question marks. Oh, she raised her hand. Oh, there's a question mark. Oh, Trish has got a mic now. She's got a mic now.
Trish,
she's got a mic.
Right. No,
Trish Cornish.
Not working.
We can hear you. We can barely hear you, but we can hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, okay, no worries. It was just an off chance.
That's actually Brian. I'm Trish. There's two of us here, just if you got confused.
Okay. Hey, real quickly here, just so you understand, Trish, that just send us an email, and whatever's a good time for you guys, we'll open up a one-on-one webinar and get you squared away with that resolution.
Yeah, cool. I've sent a message to Dan because I only had Dan and Eugene's message email.
Okay. So yeah, we'll look at that later on, and we'll get back to you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. As I was saying before, Fabio's question there. Oh, yeah. So let me just sum all that up. What I was talking about before. I have multiple tools in my toolbox that I like to use in different situations and different times. So, you know, the best thing to do is to, I can never stress this enough. Find out what's comfortable for you and your trading tolerance, and go with it. You know, and as you get comfortable with it, start experimenting a little bit. You guys, you can put these dashboards on as many demo accounts as you want, and you know, I run demo accounts right next to my live accounts, and so I can. As I'm trading live, I also use the demos to shadow and to experiment with, you know, to see if, hey, does it make sense to increase the lot size, to increase your risk, but then I increase my equity lock and to increase my reward. You know, exposure time is another thing you guys got to watch out for. Market exposure, and you know, like now what I do, non-farm coming up. I won't take any new U.S. trades. I've been bitten one too many times with non-farm. It's like being off the coast of Australia there and trying to catch those monster waves they get in. You know, surfing waves. You know, nope. I've learned my lesson. I stay away from non-farm, especially with the U.S. Pairs. So, you back, Paul?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, tell me if I stop making sense, all right?
Oh, that's fine. I'm kind of eating supper while I listen here. It's been a busy day.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you need to eat.
Yeah.
Okay. So
where are you from, Paul?
I'm originally from Madison, Wisconsin, but I've been living in Thailand and for about 7 years, and I came back to visit here. So I'm just kind of helping my mom out for a little while, and then I head back to Thailand.
Where do you live in Thailand?
Well, in Bangkok. I'm in Bangkok. That's where my wife is, because she works at a university. But then I go off to the what's called Isan. It's the northern. I'm up by the Lao-Cambodian borders.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been to Thailand quite a few times in the Navy. I love Thailand. Beautiful country.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, Paul, I'm just west of Madison, about a half hour.
Who's that?
It's Gene.
Oh, okay. I gathered that. I had another name, Darren Forax, so I've been following you for years. And one day you said, "Go Badgers," and so I think that's where you were from.
I was trying to form a group down here, but I don't think there's any forex traders in the area. Nobody wants to join.
Well, I'm passing through there on Saturday. I'm always willing to join.
Yeah, we can get together and have some coffee and talk Forex, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hey, just so let me just finish up on these Rinkos here. Now I'm losing my train of thought here. Hang on a second here. The fractals I put on. These are, you have to put them on from your MT4 platform. But again, it's just a visual, so you can go back and do some back checking there and see where you would have got into some trades and picked up some nice pips there. These fractals here, they don't repaint once they get painted, once they confirm. But again, you can see here with the 20 pip Rinko bars, This trade here, I'm in and out, but picked up 31 pips. Got in here, and it actually got out because of when the basket closed. So I don't think I have. Let's see. Let's look at the inside the indicator. Yeah, I have my take profit turned off and my jumping stop loss. This is a nice feature, the jumping stop loss with the fractals, because the fractals are so obviously uniformed. Every fractal is going to be 20 pips, 10 pips, whatever your box size is. And basically what the jumping stop loss does, for you guys who don't know, as soon as the trade goes on, the jumping stop loss, I believe it trails by 2 boxes. Is that correct, Gene? I think I asked you that before. Yeah, I think it's 2 boxes. And as new boxes are created and your price action goes down, it just jumps from one box to the next. So within 40 pips, you're locked in. You're at a break even. At 60 pips, you've locked in 20, and so on. So you can see here where you got into a run right here, you would have got in right there, and there's your fractal. So that was where your short breakout line would have been, and you would have got in here, and you would have gone all the way down 240 pips, and you would have given back 40 and gotten out with 200. So I like it. But again, 20 pip Rinko bars, it's a little slower, which, you know, for some of my age, you know, I'm getting up there in years like a lot of us are. My mind doesn't think as quickly anymore. I couldn't imagine watching a 5 pip Rinko chart. You got to have something to help you out besides just your mouse and clicking. So, all right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Paul, have you purchased the dashboard yet?
You know, I didn't. I'll be honest with you. Me and a few other guys were the lone survivors of the old basket trader, and we've been kind of searching, trying to figure out where Gene is, and I thought he was living up by La Crosse because I wanted to give him a snowblower. But anyways, we're still trading that, and I have to say we're so successful with it that we kind of hate to switch at the minute. But I'd like to get it, but I just got onto the casino website. I don't know how I got onto that, but somehow I got onto it, and then it said we've moved, and now we're at the Intel website, All Intel or whatever it's, you know, I can't remember the name. And
Intel
then
yes,
yeah, and then oh yeah, and then I saw this. I remembered casino when Gene. It's a long story, but Gene kind of disappeared for a while, and I don't blame him. But then I think what he was doing is he was working on this, and he came back and kind of surprised everybody with this thing. And I thought, well, this is interesting, but I was so busy with the other thing that I figured I would just stick with that. I never moved forward into this, and so that's why I never learned it. But now it's interesting. I just haven't used it because I don't have an HD monitor, and it's pretty hard to take them on the airplane back to Thailand. So I think I'll just have to wait until I get back to there to get
sure.
this.
Now, what's nice about we've been with Gene for many years also, and what's nice about the dashboard that he's really slimmed it down. Especially with the Rinko. I remember on the old stuff, you build Rinko charts and man, just your CPU just sucks right down. Now it's nothing. He's really streamlined the coding with the new dashboard. So that's a big benefit right there. And the other benefit is that the older stuff's not being serviced anymore. So as MT4 puts out new builds, those older platforms are not going to eventually will stop working.
Well, that's worrisome. But Yeah, I noticed on the AITG dashboard, I guess I'll call it that, the PIN, those things are gone,
Right.
and it's all been
It's an integrated trading system now. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, John has a question here. So should we turn off Rinko trading system on news days? Well, I'll tell you what, John, that is your call. Again, we can't give you any advice. We're not licensed brokers, but I can tell you what I do, and you can take it for what it's worth. I look at the news, and when I see the non-farm is probably the only day that I will turn off my U.S. pairs only. And but any other news event, I'm not too worried about it. Especially trading on the higher time frames and with the Rinkos, actually a lot of these news events lately have been really duds. You don't get the movement anymore in some of these other news events. But no, it's totally up to you. I just turn off my U.S. pairs. Won't be looking for any new U.S. trades between now and Sunday night. That's all. Actually, I haven't turned off anything here yet. I should be doing this soon. But this is demo. But on my live accounts, I definitely will turn those off. So,
are you saying you turn it off?
Does that help you out, John? You had another question, Paul, or a comment?
Oh, you turn it off about 5 minutes before the news event and during, and then you leave it off. For how long you leave it off after the event?
Oh, I won't. I won't take any U.S. I'll turn off my U.S. pairs on my live accounts. It all depends on how things are going, but definitely by tomorrow night, by the start of tomorrow's broker day. And I use Trader's Way, and so the new broker day for me is at 1600 in the afternoon. So I won't trade any U.S. pairs after that, and I'll just I used to do that. You waiting 5 minutes. 5 minutes before, or whatever. But you see, you get into trades during London or even during, Thursday night Asia market. And, it could be taking you the wrong way, So, yeah, I just like to play it safe. And, again, that's just my trading tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we have Fabio has a question. Gene, I'll be away for about 20 minutes. Can I please organize a one-on-one? Oh yeah, definitely. Hey Fabio, if you're still there, send us an email at info@inteltrade.net and let us know what's a good time for you, and we'll coordinate that one-on-one with you. All right. I don't know if he already left or not.
I think he said he's going to be away for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So he'll probably be gone by the time we get after. We probably will be off before he gets back. But you might want to shoot him an email.
Yeah, we'll shoot him an email. Remind me, Dan. I'll shoot him an email when we get done tonight.
Yeah.
So, we could sit here and talk till our lips dry up here over this stuff here. And I love talking forex and trading, and but we want to try to keep it, the attention span usually 45 minutes to an hour, and most of us start losing interest. But I'm really excited about what we're doing here. All the benefits that come into play here, the ability to monitor 28 pairs, and I think when I demonstrated the other night on my other computer, for any of you guys who were here when I demonstrated how quickly this thing builds Rinko charts. Let me just, this is not going to mess me up. Let me just show you real quick in closing. Let's see here. We'll close all my Rinko charts, and now I'm just going to rebuild them. See how fast they open up. Oh, right here. Are you counting, Dan? 1 second, 2 seconds.
I'm watching.
You weren't counting. Oh, okay. That was about
Oh, yeah.
what? 3 seconds? Three Mississippi seconds?
56 charts.
Yep. Not
28.
bad. About less than 10 seconds. So,
Each pair requires a 1 minute chart plus the Rinko
yep.
chart.
All right.
That is
well,
unheard of.
We'll send Fabio an email here. All right, guys. Are there any final questions before we call it a night?
Well, I have one about trading Renko. When I did that, it seemed like you would sit and wait and wait. It's like being lost at sea. And then all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam. You know, you'll have 20 bricks in a row, just like that downward thing you pointed out about 30, a half hour ago.
Okay, you're talking about that, like when you're trading, and you know it will just be ranging. You got a ranging period right here, all right, and that range was a 60 pip range. It's so easy to look and read the charts and look at the stats. It's about 60 pip range for 2.5 days before it finally popped out of it and decided to go south.
Right.
And you're right. So it depends on the volatility of the time of day, or if there's a news event. Exactly. It'll start popping out 5, 10, 15 pips in a row, or boxes in a row.
Yeah.
Depending on your box size, obviously. So yeah, what size box have you usually worked with?
I think I used a different kind of Renko, but it was between 5 and 20.
Okay. Yeah, I think five, even 7 is one that I've seen a lot. Not too many people that I've seen out there trade the sizes that I trade. You know, I like that slower. I like to see the ripples on the water, not big massive waves. You know.
Yeah.
John has another question here.
Yeah, he says,
From your experience, is there any preferable trading session to use heat map to maximize pips? Okay, John, you mean to use the heat map as a filter, or just trade the heat map by itself? Okay, to trade. So we're not using it as a filter. We're trading just the heat map. I don't know. What's your preference, Dan? We've done lots of.
I've always been a fan of the London Open because you like to have market movement.
Yeah.
So the heat map is what measures the market movement, and when you got the heat map indicating pressure, you'd like to be in when the market is going to be the most volatile. So I like the session opens, the London Open, the New York Open. A lot of people like to start their trades to the London Open and trade from then until noon New York, because the New York Open to noon is a double overlap. You got the London overlapping the end of London is overlapping the first half of New York. So you got extra volatility there. So
I would have to agree with you, Dan. I like the London Open too for the heat map. Now on my demos that I've been showing, I'm running a one and done on the 4 hour, but on the daily I'm running a 24/5. So again, it depends on the variable that what you're putting into it on how you're going to trade it. So but if you were to pick out a session, definitely London, hands down.
I'm going to be trying the London tonight with the heat map, so I'll know in the morning if it works.
Oh, it works. It has to work, Gene. You made it. It's all about you, buddy. Steve Cooper hey, Gene, here's a question for you, Gene. Steve Cooper asked, what is the difference of the Rinko BO trading system, breakout trading system, as compared to putting the Haas trading system on Rinko charts?
Well, the Rinko one is designed specifically for Rinko, but the Haas was not. So it could, we don't recommend putting it on there because we have no idea how it's going to act, because it's not really coded for Rinko bars.
So if you want to, Steve, if you want to experiment with that and get some feedback to us, that would be awesome. you know, obviously do it on a demo account, but yeah, try it. And but we can't guarantee that it's going to work properly because, like Gene said, it's not coded for Rinkos. Again, two different animals here: time charts and Rinko charts. All right. Any last questions? Dan, you have any questions?
No, I'm just looking at the list here. I think we've covered all of them, and I can't think of any new ones.
All right.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah, Jimmy.
You might want to explain to the people that we are going to be updating our new site in case they went onto the site and they were kind of wondering what's going on.
Yep,
absolutely.
Exactly. Hey, yeah, we had a couple of technical issues with our
merchant account.
Our merchant account, and it was nothing with us. It was with them, and so we are actually. It gave us an opportunity to. We're going to be changing, upgrading our website, so it's going to be a totally different look on our website. Everything that functions that are there now, the product page, et cetera, is all going to be there. Just going to look a little different. Actually, look a lot different. Any of y'all who've been following Gene, you know he loves his spaceship, so that's what's on the homepage. There's a picture of the space shuttle.
I think Gene's a Klingon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
You think he's Klingon?
I think he's a Klingon. Yeah.
I thought I heard him speak Klingon.
Vulcan.
He's Vulcan.
Hey, watch out, man. But anyway, so yeah, look for that coming hopefully within the next week. And let's see what other quick announcement.
You're on every Monday and Wednesday night, right?
I'm sorry?
Every Monday and Wednesday night you do this?
Yeah, well, actually, this is our last Wednesday night until the beginning of June. This is just a promo period, Paul. Free webinar promo. But June 1st, it will be $19.95 a month for a Monday and Wednesday night webinars, which will also include free one-on-one tutoring.
Oh, okay.
Which I think that's a really awesome deal there at a very humble price to to get together and on the subject of the webinars. Now I can't force you guys to do anything, but I think it makes it so much better and more fun for us when you guys have mics and we can talk to you. And so Trish and Brian and Paul, hey, thank you for having a mic and willing to open up and share with us. And kind of like what we do on the Forex Factory, it's interactive, but it's kind of one-dimensional. It's writing, it's posting. But here on the webinar, it's more of it's a two-dimensional where we can sit here and talk live, and we could give the screen like we did with Trish. And if you want to share what you're doing, with the rest of the group, 7-8 minds and sets of eyes are a lot better than one or two, and someone might show something that might spark an idea in someone else, to even improve trading even more. So that's our goal and aim of these webinars, is to get you guys to interact with us and with each other.
Absolutely. I had one quick question, Roger, if you don't mind. While I've got looking at the list here, is there anyone here tonight who does not know anything about Forex Factory? Is everybody familiar with Forex Factory? Raise your hand if you are.
Raise your hand if you're not familiar with Forex Factory.
All right, yeah, raise if you're not familiar.
That changes things then.
Yeah.
I just raised my hand, but I know about Forex Factory.
Okay, everybody. I don't see any hands. Look, that's good, because that's a wonderful place where we have a lot of information.
Yeah, and and so we want to encourage you also to we have some people, Earl and Lawrence, and we have some other customers that frequently post their results on there. And again, we're not trying to compare tax forms here. We're not trying to say that my pop's bigger than your pop. We're just sharing what we're doing in the trading world to, like I said, to possibly spark some motivation or spark an idea, or maybe confirm an idea that we've been pondering on. So, you know,
we'll give another brainstorm to Gene.
That's right. We come up with some more ideas to, Gene's ready. He's ready to start coding the next trading system here. He hasn't revealed to us any ideas yet, but if you guys got some ideas, throw them at us. All right.
Well, he told me tonight, but I can't say nothing. It's Klingon thing.
Well, you must have that top secret clearance, huh? That Q clearance.
By the way, I'm Jim Bryles. Everyone, I'm from North Carolina, and I'm in
North Carolina. Yeah.
North Carolina. So.
Cool.
All right.
Part of my family's in South Carolina. I'm Dan. I'm in Indiana.
And I'm Roger, and I'm in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Go Miami Dolphins.
And we got Tom. Is he still here?
Yeah, Thomas in Philly. Fabio, are you back?
No.
Okay. Okay, we'll send him an email.
Yep. Okay.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys coming tonight, and just so you know, I know Trish is here, and but when, here in America, especially old sailors, when we use the term guys, it is not gender; it's neutral gender terminology. So please don't take offense if I call you a guy. It's just neutral gender terminology.
I've been called worse.
What's that?
I've been called worse.
She says she's been called worse.
Oh, I would never call you anything worse than that, Trish. Hey, we're looking forward to talking with you one-on-one, you and Brian, and getting you fixed here.
Yeah, definitely, because there's a couple of other issues as well, but I'm excited to see what this thing can do.
Well, this is like are you guys familiar with the Corvettes?
Yeah, probably not as much as you guys, but yeah.
Well, I know you guys got the Camaro down there. This is like a high-performance Corvette or Camaro. And, we're going to show you how to drive it, but you have to drive it. And it's exciting to drive, let me tell you. So
looks good.
All right. Well, we're going to call tonight, guys, and we appreciate you coming. We look forward to talking to you again next Monday. All right.
Okay.
You guys have a good night. You could dismiss yourselves, or I'll dismiss you. But have a good night, guys. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Hello.